At 98 years young, Violet Hensley of Yellville is referred to as Arkansas's Fiddle Queen. In 2004, she was named an Arkansas Living Treasure by the Arkansas Arts Council. Violet began playing the fiddle when she was 12. 3 years later, she started making them since fiddle playing and fiddle making runs in the family.
My father, George Washington Brumley, when he was 14 years old, wanted to play the fiddle, and his older brother, Uncle Sam Brumley, had a fiddle and wouldn't let him play it. So he made his own fiddle, made his own design by driving nails around in a board to shape a fiddle. And eventually he made more and developed a frame like this. Then when I was 15, I wanted to be like him, different, make my own. So I asked him if I could make a fiddle one day. I said, I want to make a fiddle. He said, there's the wood and the tools, just go at it. So I wanted to make mine different, to make it all by myself like he did his. I cut it down to once. I didn't know it was a 16 size, but I learned later it was. I just folded a piece of paper and cut out and then opened it up and put it down this and sawed it out.
And this is the exact same rim press that you used?
The exact same rim press I used. Right there. Well, I moved around. We moved around at pillar to post, and I lost a piece. When I went to work at $7 City, I had to make a new piece out of plywood. I had lost one piece. But that's the exact, these are the exact thing that I made my first fiddle on.
Throughout her years, Violet has made 73 fiddles and currently plays the one she made in 1934.
Then this is number 4, and it's 80 years old, still playable.
And this is the one that you play mostly?
This is one I play mostly because, well, my husband traded it off once, but we got it back. When I got married, I'd been playing for square dances. I never gave it a thought to. I was married, I never give it a thought. Well, let's trade the fiddle off. We got it back. Then after got moved to another place, and people thought it was something that I played the fiddle, and we started back playing after 27 years. Not playing that one right there. One man told me if I'd have kept up playing 27 years, I'd have been a good fiddler.
I just noticed who this is signed here, Ricky Skaggs. How about that?
Yeah, he liked it. He played 3 tunes on it and then handed it to one of his crew, said, here, Bob. Bob played a tune. Then I had to quickly do a little, it's time for them to go on stage. It was backstage at $7 City. And I told my leader over there that I wanted to meet Ricky Skaggs. He said, I think we can manage that. So went down there and I said, I want to take my fiddle short to him. So I did a little bit of ragtime handing this time, then we're on stage then.
By the way, Violet did more than just make fiddle number 4. She also acquired the wood for it.
We actually cut the tree down with a cross-cut saw and chopping axe, took an axe and split it out, then hand-planed it smooth. Maple, back, sides, and neck. And a pine tree, they said pine couldn't use anything but spruce and special wood made for violin, but my dad used it all the time out of this pine basswood. And pine for the top, dogwood tailpiece. I tried to stain that in black, but it didn't stain very good. And a walnut fingerboard and persimmon for pegs.
Out of the 73 fiddles Violet made, only 8 remain in the family. The rest were either given away or sold. Her eyes are not the same as they used to be for making fiddles, so now she just enjoys playing them. And so, along with her son, grandson, son-in-law, and yours truly accompanying on wooden spoons, we spent an afternoon in Violet's kitchen playing and enjoying that sweet Ozark folk music. I've always heard now that fiddle or violin is one of the most difficult instruments to learn how to play.
Well, some say it is, but to me it's the easiest. It depends on whether you think you can do it and you just have this, I know I can do it. And this lady, a friend, come of mine the other day and got a book, and she's my fiddle student. I'm teaching a 74-year-old lady she watches me, and she just learned a tune called Pop Goes Weasel. Brought me them flowers, and she said, well, how do you teach since you can't see? I said, well, I don't have to see. You've got to see what I'm doing and listen to me and I show you where the notes are and show you how to find the notes, right where the note is, since it don't have a fret. And then you got to follow that. And I went and got the fiddle to show her, and I drawed, and I said, now that's E, A, D, G. We're not going to, and your fingers are 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to use 4. I said, it goes 1, 2, and 3, and I went, da, 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 twinkle, twinkle. I said, put your little finger, little star, how 3A, 2A, 1A, I wonder what you are. I handed it to her and she played it.
Wow.
She said she played the guitar. She said, I'm coming back. I'm going home, get my fiddle out, and I'm coming back here. She caught it right quick because it had music in her soul. Some people are talented for music and some are not.
We were looking at all those pictures you have here. My goodness, you've all the celebrities, Glenn Campbell, you've been on Captain Kangaroo, Live with Regis, Art Linkletter, Alex Trebek, and my goodness.
Didn't get one of Charles Kuralt.
Yeah, Charles Kuralt, that's right.
Charles Kuralt came here for 3 days.
3 days?
Yeah,
Wow.
he set up his big equipment. Yeah, I was working at the hospital. And he had to wait till Sandy and LaWanda got home from college to see them. And then had a dirt street then. My husband had to take his...
Winnebago?
Yeah, he had help pull his Winnebago up the hill. He parked it down here, and my husband had what he called a carry-all. He hooked onto it and got him up to the pavement.
Violet Hensley, Arkansas's fiddle queen and an Arkansas living treasure. She ought to write a book, you say? Well, she has. Whittlin' and Fiddlin' My Own Way. Break it down, Violet. Break it down.
Hey, put a little black eyed oh, put a little black eyed hey, put a little black eyed black eyed Susan Brown. And told me what to hey, put a little black eyed oh, put a little black eyed hey, put a little black eyed say black eyed Susan Brown. I love my wife and love my baby, I love my biscuits soft and gravy. Hey, put a little black eyed oh, put a little black eyed hey, put a little black eyed Susan Brown.
Wow. Now I see what keeps you young.
Yep, you gotta have a little fun along in life. You ain't gonna live but one life. Enjoy while you're at it.
There you go. When the bald eagle became our national symbol in 1782, Ben Franklin didn't make too many friends when he expressed his dislike, saying that the turkey should be chosen because it's a much more respectable bird. But needless to say, that idea only got as far as America's bird on the Thanksgiving dinner table. Be that as it may, an excellent opportunity to see bald eagles is during the Eagle Experience at Bull Shoals-White River State Park, which is held annually during the second weekend in January.
It's Friday and Saturday for the public. Typically there will be, on Friday night, huge meet and greet. The zoo, the rehabbers all bring their birds out. Great photo opportunities for the public. All the events are free. And that evening we will have owl prowls. And then Saturday morning, everything pretty much starts with van tours, bird hiking, walks, and or bird watching hikes. And we'll do some more van tours, lake cruises, river boat tours. You know, it's a wonderful event. Then we move to the theater, and the falconer will speak, the rehabbers will speak, and the Little Rock Zoo, and everybody will get an opportunity to see all the birds in one place. It's a great event. I mean, we'll see in a typical year about 6,000 people, visitors, and school children. We take this program to the schools before the public, so it's a great community event, and it's all free, except for the river cruises and lake cruises, but it's all free. So just a great event, and a chance to get to see a bald eagle in the wild, which there's more and more and more of.
There are more eagles here because they've started building nests along the White River.
They've never nested there before, and bald eagles will come back year after year and add to. So this is their first year. They, mate for life. They both sit on the eggs. It's just, and it's so close. I mean, it's right on the river. It's finally something, within our reach, where you don't have to, travel out on the lake or search for it off in the woods, from the river. I mean, they built right on the river, right below the dam. Incredible. And it's going to be a great opportunity, I hope, for years to come for us to watch these birds and their offspring, and there's getting to be more and more. I've been at this park for 6 years, and I've seen more and more nests, so whatever we're doing it right.
If you'd like to make an extra effort, you can take the Big Bluff hiking trail to an overlook of the White River for an even better view. Allow yourself at least 1.5 hours or so for this round-trip hike. It's all worth it, though, when you spot an eagle in the wild for the very first time, considering that their average wingspan is 7.5 feet and they can soar to an altitude of 10,000 feet. Now, what turkey can do that, Benjamin Franklin?
I'm gonna blow a little hail call. That's when you want to get the attention of the ducks and tell them where you are. And this pink duck collar really helps, I'm gonna tell you.
Brenda Cahill is the stepdaughter of one of the pioneers of the handcrafted duck call. In the late 1930s, Chick Major began making his world-famous Dixie Mallard calls in a small Stuttgart shop. Since then, his calls have won nearly 200 calling championships, including 72 world and 98 state. This duck call making family tradition is being carried on by Brenda and her husband Don in their shop in Morrilton. Well, I would say that you all, your entire family, from way, way back when, are the original Duck Dynasty. That's what I gather from this whole thing.
You're probably right. Could be put that way. You're right. Because we started at it as a family and a group way back in the 50s, kind of in our prime in the 50s.
Well, actually, Chick Major, you said the first one he made was back in, what, 1939?
1939, but I wasn't here then. I wasn't born until later on down the road. But he made his first call out of walnut with a cedar end piece. Hand did it all, no jig at that time. But cedar was an easier wood to knife cut, and so he used cedar. And then we, in 1942, he had a jig made, case hardened, and it's what we use to this day to make duck calls. And it's I guess we've had it for however many of the years that is, way into the 60s or 60 some odd years. Here we go with that, but getting into 70. And he won his first title, world title, in 1945.
Now, most people aren't aware that you're doing this, still making these calls.
Well, that's right. But when he passed away in 1974, we started going back and forth to Stuttgart, where my mother lived still, and making them for her so she would have something at the house when people wanted to come by or they needed something or needed to help. She had her own little reeds, she had her own corks, and she could tune them up, and away they went. But we had our own shop made then in 1975 because it was just going back and forth every weekend, and we had children that were involved in activities in, Pine Bluff where we lived. So we had our own shop made in 75 and have made those duck collars ever since. Haven't made that many. It just is a handmade call out of some foreign woods, a diamond wood, and then just some regular domestic woods from Arkansas.
Handmade, that's the key word.
Handmade.
You don't find that, what you're doing right here in this shop across the United States, that often.
No, I don't think so. And you've been here a little while today, and it's all done by hand. It's causes a little mess sometimes. We make a mess every now and then, but we do make them all by hand, out of a stick of wood.
Yeah, just like we've seen out of a block of wood.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's exciting too. Let me tell you, what makes a handmade call fun is you don't know what it's going to look like till you get through, because every wood has its own grain, and it may be the way you cut it, may be the way you burn it, but you're not sure until the lathe stops what the call is going to look like.
What is it about the attaining the true duck sound with this call?
Well, they say, I don't know what Chick did when he created that jig, because I wasn't even here then, but it has a true, what they call an Arkansas sound. And they're wood calls, which I like wood calls, but they do use some acrylics, a lot of acrylics, but it's just got a kind of a tone that calls the duck, or I think what they used to say when it was one of the prime, duck callers at one time, and now there are a lot of duck call makers, not just, Chick was at one time one of the few, I think, to make them, but now there's a lot of duck call makers. But it has just a Arkansas rhythm and Arkansas sound, and kind of a guttural sound, and
the raspiness.
Yeah, you can make the raspiness can come, and with it, it's not mass produced, so you can get just about any kind of sound you want.
This is a hail call when you see ducks at a long distance.
After Chick Major's death in 1974, the family began a scholarship contest.
We gave a $500 scholarship to high school seniors who blew a contest routine to the contest format, just like the World Championship contest is. And so that year we gave a $500 one. And I can't really remember, and you'll have to do some figuring as to how many years we've been doing this, but we've had one every year. And the scholarship amounts have grown. We had fundraiser after fundraiser. We cooked hamburgers, we cooked fish, we had clay target shoots, we had print sales from prints of an artist made prints, and then we had Philip Crow painted us a set of dog prints, and we sold those, and we sold duck calls that were made from a wood that Fred Bear gave us from his archery scraps, from his Fred Bear archery bows. And so we've done all kinds of things to get a base. But let me tell you folks, right now we are giving $4,250 worth of scholarships every year.
Wow.
We've done it to 34 different schools in 13 different states over the years, and it's over $80,000 that we've given. And this is still happening, and all you have to do to enter, you can be a high school senior anywhere. It doesn't matter. And is to bring something to the contest that says you are a copy of your transcript, a schedule, something that shows that you are a high school senior. And if you can win one of 4 scholarships, $2,000 for first place, $1,000 for second place, $750 is third, and $500 is fourth. And you don't have to go to a major college. You can go to a VOTEC school. You can go to a mechanic school. We'll pay. You can go to firefighter school. I paid one to firefighter school not too long ago. And it's just something to better yourself. And we will send the money directly to the school. Happily, may I say.
The Cahills are hoping that later their grandchildren will carry on the family's duck call making dynasty.
I believe you're ready to go.
And that last one was a lonesome duck call. That's it from me.
Must not be holding my mouth right or something. Need to fine-tune that a little bit. If you'd like to enjoy this episode again or any one of our others, just visit our website at aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And also, don't forget to like us on our Facebook fan wall. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.